Yo, welcome back to the Jam Podcast. I'm Miller.
I'm Gav.
And today we're going to be breaking down Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're also going to be making our predictions. Those will be shorter today because we're going to talk about the entire league.
Right.
Obviously, we got the Eagles-Ravens game this weekend. This is the best game of the season so far, I feel like.
For sure.
Absolute cinema. We get to see two great QBs, two similar teams, in my opinion, play against each other, so we'll get to that when we get to that. But let's start with the Steelers-Browns game that happened. I just want to ask, do you think the Steelers are contenders?
No.
Okay.
And it's simply like, do I really? You got to really ask yourself, like, do I see Russell Wilson and the Steelers beating Mahomes, Josh Allen, or even they could, but I would still take Lamar to beat them. Yeah. In a playoff game, like in the Ravens game. And it's like, me personally, and you know my MO, like, you know how I feel. I'm always going to take the best quarterback. Yeah. And I feel like, not that Russell Wilson, you beat the Ravens, but Chris Boswell at every single point. Yeah. You had a game earlier in the season like that where Chris Boswell had 18
against
as well.
The Falcons, I believe.
And it gets to a certain point where against certain QBs and certain teams, you're not winning kicking field goals.
Yeah, you gotta score points at the end of the day.
And I just don't see them. I'm not gonna lie. The first thing I think of is, can they beat the Chiefs? No.
Yeah. I think their ceiling is definitely upsetting a team like the Chiefs or the Bills or the Ravens, but I don't think they're a team that could put together a playoff run.
4 wins, no.
I don't think they can get 4 wins. Like you said, they're gonna have to score with these teams, whether it is Mahomes, whether it's Allen, whether it's Lamar Jackson, whether C.J. Stroud finds his footing or Justin Herbert. Yeah. You're gonna have to score with some of these teams, and that's what I'm scared of. But I do think they're well coached. I do think they have great weapons, and that defense is some. Right. I also want to ask, would you extend Jameis Winston past this year?
Yeah.
You definitely would.
Jameis.
Yeah. So that's my thing too. I think Jameis Winston, maybe he doesn't make you a complete contender, but he definitely.
I ain't gonna lie. No.
I would resign him.
No, like me, I would. Because I love Jameis. But I ain't gonna lie, like.
But what would you do?
Well,
then?
actually, I'll resign him. Yeah. I'll resign him.
That's my
point.
Not
like long term, maybe 2 year.
Yeah, maybe a 2-year deal.
2-year deal.
Or 1 year. Prove it.
Yeah, 1 year.
Go prove it.
Yeah.
But my thing is,
no long term.
In this QB class, I'm not really blown away by the prospects.
No.
And this guy, like I said, he's bringing fun to your city. He's bringing excitement to your city. Hopefully, he can have a good end to this season. Yeah. So he can keep that job. But obviously, they're not a playoff team. Right. They're extremely well coached. Bucks at Giants. Bucks absolutely demolished the Giants. I think it was like 30-7.
Yeah. Giants are great.
I want to ask you, just where do you have Baker Mayfield on your hierarchy?
Bro,
because this guy,
I have to look back at it, and I just threw this out there. I didn't think about it, but around 10.
But you would, I would actually have him higher. If I told you the list, and this is what this guy, he's a guy that has 2 great years of football now in a row. Yes. I mean, this is who he is now, and he had a great year in Cleveland as well. So he has a pretty good sample size of him being a great quarterback and a gamer. And he's the most impressive thing about Baker Mayfield to me is how he's grown as a leader, as an individual. But I mean, so you have the 5 in the AFC: the Herbert, the Burrow, Mahomes, Allen, Jackson. And then after that, you're talking about Hurts, you're talking about
Jaden Daniels,
and you're talking about Mayfield. And Jaden Daniels is not in that conversation right now. He doesn't have a big enough sample size. So I'm talking about Baker Mayfield, in my opinion, right now being the 7th best quarterback in football.
I don't hate that, bro.
That's legitimately where I
have
him. I don't have Jordan Love above him. Jordan Love is having a down year.
Yeah,
and they're still playing great football, which I predicted, and we'll get to them as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I would legitimately have just props to Bakers.
Yeah. I told you that though.
Yeah.
I told you that earlier.
You did.
I said, bro, he might be top 10. I said that.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, yo, he might be top 10.
For sure. We haven't talked about Daniel Jones yet either. Do you think he should get another shot or?
And it's not gonna happen, but if he got signed to the Cowboys and they played each other on Thanksgiving. Insane. I mean, bro, with both teams having nothing to play for at this point.
Daniel Jones is good. It's weird because you would think Daniel Jones would be a quarterback that would get a second shot.
Yeah,
maybe a team like Tennessee or Indianapolis when they see who they have next year.
I'm not gonna lie though. I think in a few years, the NFL is gonna get to the way the NBA is now with talent. Yeah, to where like, you know, in the NBA there used to be like 3 to 4 teams we could like point at and be like, oh yeah, he could go play for them. Yeah, but now like and be the best player. Yeah, now for instance, whoever the number 1 draft pick is in next year, Cooper Flagg is going to get drafted next year, and he's not going to be the best player on the team, like off rip, or like, and I think it's gonna.
You think so?
Yeah, bro. I mean, what if he goes to Spurs?
The Raptors?
As a rookie, is he better than year 3, year 4 Scotty? I don't know. Now, obviously, he will be.
Yeah.
But I don't. You get what I'm saying? Like, for instance, and Wembanyama might have been the last one. He goes to the Pistons. He's not better than Cade Cunningham.
No.
Off the rip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think the NFL is going to get to that point to where it's so talented where there's not going to be a whole bunch of second chance
QBs.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because everyone's looking for their next guy.
I'm looking in college. There is a lot of talent at the quarterback position, I feel like.
Not coming out this year?
No. I'm talking about, I said 2-3 years down the road.
See that I don't know, because we're looking at 2 upcoming drafts.
Let's think about it. Cam Ward.
But there's 2 QBs in this draft, and one of them, Cam Ward, isn't really touted as high as some other prospects in the past.
But I'm just saying, you got those 2.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it for this class.
But you got to think, the last 2 classes have had 4 QBs come out and play.
This might be one of the best all time.
I'm talking about last year too.
No, this past draft might be one of the best all time when we end up looking back at it.
For sure, but I mean, there's you can make an argument that last year's draft class of quarterbacks might be better. And that probably won't happen. But they are all guys that are going to get second chances. Yeah. Richardson and Levis, for however many bad plays they've made this year, it's looking like they're going to get second or third shots at it.
Yeah.
And Levis has strung together a nice string of games, and Richardson showed some crazy talent against the Jets. So I don't know which teams are really in the market for a QB right now. I feel like the outrage of people not developing QBs has kind of started alerting teams to do 100%. That. And now the only teams that are in the market are the freaking Giants and the Raiders that I could think about.
Yeah.
Off rip. But Chiefs game. Chiefs won 30-27 off a last-second field goal. I just want to ask, do you think the Chiefs are vulnerable?
No.
Okay.
And the reason why, and Mahomes had a bad regular season last year.
Yeah.
I'm going to need him to have, like, a bad regular season and lose in the postseason for me to hold him accountable.
Absolutely.
Because they've not just shown years like last year where they can flip a switch. They've shown this year that in the middle of games they can flip a switch.
Absolutely.
So I'm not really too worried about the Chiefs. And they, once again, like, when the plays need to be made, Mahomes gets the scramble. It's game.
100%.
That's just who he is at this point and who the Chiefs are at this point.
Yeah.
You need to stop against the Falcons. The defense stops.
Exactly.
Like, you can go on and on and on and on and on about these tight win margins, but I think that's more impressive than a bunch of blowout. I think the way the Chiefs are winning is more impressive than the way from a playoff perspective than the way the Lions are doing it. On the simple fact that I feel like it translates more because you never know the Lions could get in that game and be like, oh my God, we haven't.
See, I disagree with that because I think the Lions as a football team are the more impressive team this year.
Okay.
But thing is, I do agree with you for the fact that the Chiefs, these games that they're squeaking by, they're not fluke games.
No, they're better.
First off, they're beating great teams. They beat the Falcons, who is crazy that I'm bringing them up first, but they beat the Ravens, the Chargers. I mean,
they beat good teams.
They played the Bills decently.
It's like for instance, the Lions is almost like last year's Ravens. It's like, oh, they're better.
Yeah.
But in a tight playoff game with a fourth quarter and it's a one possession game, I'm taking the Chiefs.
Really, it's not I'm taking the Chiefs. It's I'm not taking Jared Goff.
Yeah.
When things don't have to be perfect because I really haven't seen. And Jared Goff played a great NFC championship last year, so we can't really hold that against him as far as that. But he also made a Super Bowl and scored 3 points. Mm-hmm. So that's where I do come to agree with you at as far as that matchup. But yeah, I think the thing that Mahomes is doing right now is spectacular because at the end of every single game, he's making a play. So wherever his stats lay, if they're middle of the pack in the league right now, it doesn't illustrate how good this guy is actually playing.
Yep.
Everybody who thinks otherwise is not watching football. Bryce Young.
Bryce Young's good at football.
Hey, Bryce Young is right now looking like...
By the way, I'm jealous. For y'all that don't know, he got to go to the Chiefs game.
Oh yeah, I'll post a clip in here.
That's cool. Like seeing Mahomes. Was
absolutely.
That, like, did you get to see him warm up or anything? Or
nah, I got there when the game started.
Okay,
but you do get to see. I had a pretty good seat.
Yeah.
And you get to see the zip he really has on the ball, the arm strength, the ability to make 30-yard passes, just how to layer them quick and get them over defenders. It is impressive, but the biggest takeaway was Bryce Young for me in this game. This was another game to where people, the media is like, the Chiefs should have beat them by way more than 3 points. No, the Panthers are actually playing great football, and they've been playing great football for the last month. They've had 2 wins. They had a bye, and then they just played this game. Yep. That's a whole month of football where they're playing great football. Bryce Young, we always talk about what's important with the quarterback. Bryce Young has the elite trait of accuracy right now
and accountability.
Absolutely,
off of the field.
He is the guy. That's a great point too. He's a guy that you will want leading your franchise.
Yes.
So if he can continue to be as accurate as he is right now, and they develop more, because I don't think Xavier Legette is a number 1 guy. No. I think they should be in the T. Higgins market. There are a lot of teams that should be in the T. Higgins market, and I'll get to some other ones when we get there. But yeah, I mean, Bryce Young has easily earned himself another year. He's looked like the best quarterback from that class, including C.J. Stroud. Yeah. At least for the last month. So, yeah, props to C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young for sticking with it.
100%.
Because it's been a lot of adversity.
And I said this, and I didn't know it would be for the Panthers. I thought it was done with the Panthers.
Yeah. Oh, but me too.
I did think that for another team, Bryce Young could be amazing.
And he stuck with it, and he's looking great right now.
Yep.
Cowboys at Commanders. The only thing I really want to ask you in this is, do you think the Commanders will make the playoffs? And I'll illustrate the picture for you right now. Packers and the whole 3 teams in the NFC North, they're going to be those 2 wild card spots. So the Commanders are going to be fighting for that 7th seed. Do you think they'll make the playoffs?
Who are they in condition?
So I would say 7? The Bucks can maybe one of the teams from the NFC South or one of the teams from the NFC West. Whether that be the Cardinals, any one of those teams.
I think they get 7.
I think they
get 7, but it's the Kingsbury, Jaden Daniels, sorry.
Yeah.
Is not.
They need to start showing some life.
It's slow. Yeah, it's slowed down, and you see this a lot on rookie quarterbacks, and we might have overreacted a little too early. There's a lot of quarterbacks who look amazing year 1 in the history of the NFL. There is a lot.
Absolutely.
They get film on them.
Yeah.
And they come back year 2, and it's not even year 2 yet, but like. They might have figured him out in a sense, whether it's his ribs where he's not running as much, or I don't know what it is. But Jaden Daniels' running game has not been what it has been, because I think that's what sets him over the top. Like, yeah, he's a great passer, but he can run too. Like,
and he ran the ball well in this one too. So
exactly,
that's the problem. And once again, Kingsbury has a reputation of his offense is going on a downward slope over the season. So maybe it's Kingsbury, but if they can get hot, they still have time to get hot to where we can think that they're a decent football team again.
Because he did this exact thing on the Cardinals.
Exactly. And either way, they're going to be in a position, if they do make the playoffs, to play the Lions or the Eagles, and I don't think that's their weight class yet. Yeah. So I do think their ceiling is the playoffs. But yeah, but that's kind of sad to say, because we were thinking they could have been a 5 or 6 seed and made a run.
I thought they were going to win this division.
Yeah, I thought they could have beat teams like whoever was going to beat the NFC West.
Kind of swapped the vibe almost.
Yo, definitely. We're on an upwards.
Yes, and you go.
Yeah. Patriots at Dolphins. This is probably the game I really didn't tune into because it got bad early.
Yeah, I mean, the Dolphins can make the playoffs, and it's kind of like Tua, like how I think you say with Bryce Young, extremely accurate.
Yeah.
I really like Tua when he has all his weapons, and he can stay healthy, but he won't stay healthy, or he won't, like, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna ask, what level of team do you think they're on? Like, give me some teams in that conference that
I don't know, but I'm thinking like 7th seed and lose first round.
Okay,
I'm not like,
you thinking like Steelers level, or you thinking like a little bit, but like Colts?
Steelers.
Okay,
I'm thinking Steelers level when fully healthy.
That's my thing. It just sucks watching teams. I mean, their biggest win in
they will lose to the Steelers though.
Absolutely, they will lose to the Steelers, but I think their biggest win in all of Tua's tenure is that win against the Cowboys last year. And that's pretty. That's pathetic. Like, they've had this many wins, but we know who this team is.
Yeah,
they beat cupcakes and they lose to good teams. That's what it is. It's just it's not a team that I would want to be a fan of, if I could put it as simply as that. Because I'm not trying to hate on this team at all. Because yes, with Tua in that system, they are a well-oiled machine, but against what to what level? So that's where I draw back some on the Dolphins. Drake May looked very much more human in this game.
Yeah.
Titans versus Texans. I'm just going to ask you, what do you think the Texans ceiling is at this point?
I don't know. Like, they keep confusing me. I had them as Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Diggs went down, but dang. I understand Titans. It's division, but no.
Nah, you don't lose this one, though. You sweep the
Titans.
Yeah, you don't lose this one. And for me, I was still thinking, before last week, I'm thinking Houston is still going under the radar. I mean, they could get this line fixed. They get Nico back. They beat the Bills, who look like the best team in the AFC right now, earlier in the season. They're still okay after this loss, bro. First off, CJ Stroud has took a step back.
Yeah,
like you said, they get film on some of these players and they get figured out. But what I took away from this is their O-line is just not gonna get better. Like it's that bad. He's under an extreme amount of pressure.
And they know what they need to do in the draft. Skill position ain't a problem.
Yeah. You have 3 great receivers. Let's relax on that. Let's give this man some help, please, because he's back there running for his life every single.
4 good receivers.
Yeah, I mean, who does
Mechie?
Oh, Mechie's on to come up too. Is Diggs on a 1-year deal?
I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. But
I would assume he would come back.
Yeah, me too. Lions at Colts, 24-6. Do you think the Lions are still front runners in this NFC?
Like they're not that, or
like no? Do you think they're the team to beat?
They're the team to beat. They're the best team in the NFL, I would say right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna disagree, but I'm gonna put my Eagles in there for.
It gives me last year Ravens vibes, off of how good they are, but they don't play a team that really truly scares me. Now the Eagles are really damn good, but what I'm trying to say is, all right, they play teams that are scary. They don't have a specific, they don't have a Mahomes in that conference, or a Josh Allen that is like, oh yeah, he is just going to take them over the top in that game. And that's where I think Philly would beat everybody besides the Lions as of right now in my book, because Philly's superpower isn't like a player.
Yeah.
I mean, Saquon Barkley, but like it's a team thing. Like they're like the Avengers in a sense.
Yeah.
But the Lions are just a better Avengers in my eyes, if that makes sense. But
I think I'm glad you brought that up, by the way.
And it would be like, I don't know, like they probably don't understand, but like it would be like only Thanos could take out the Mahomes.
Saquon is damn near the Thanos of this league right now.
Yeah, no, he's nice.
And what I'll say is, if there was a matchup between the Eagles and the Lions, I think the only thing that really changes is that you have a better coach, a more secure coach in Detroit, for sure.
Better coach.
Also, you're getting a better quarterback in Philly, and I'll tell you why. When you get to these higher level games, nothing's perfect. All of these defensive schemes, you're not going to see, like they have multiple games of prep for you, and they're going to be coached well because there's going to be an extreme level of attention to detail. Once these plays start breaking down for Jared Goff, I'm not as confident as Jared Goff as I am in Jalen Hurts. I'll be real. I think Jalen Hurts will just outplay Jared Goff in a playoff game if they met. Like that's just what I think will happen. I think the Eagles defense has a slight edge over the Detroit defense. Detroit's still young on that back end. Obviously, we are too, but we're not making it complicated. Our guys are legitimately locking stuff up. Terrion Arnold on that backside. We got 2 great receivers to where Smitty could take advantage of that matchup. So I think the Eagles are the favorites in the NFC right now. Obviously, there's a little bit of bias in that statement. But, yeah, I think the Eagles are that good.
Yeah. Will Hutchinson be back by the time y'all play?
See, that's a great question. And if he is,
that could change a lot as well.
That could definitely change a lot. Because
I know in a big game.
Now, we do have great tackles.
I mean, he would force a fumble on Hurts, I think.
No, he wouldn't.
Like, he would do that.
No, but because we do got Mailata.
I'm not going to lie, that hurt my heart when he got hurt.
No, it did. Because they were, well, not, how do I say this? Obviously, it doesn't hurt my heart if we, we don't got to explain that.
Yeah.
But, Vikings versus Bears, 30-27.
This is the best outcome that could happen for the Bears.
Yeah.
You lose, so you get a better draft pick. And I looked at their schedule. They got the Lions, and then it's
tough.
The Packers. Yeah, it's very tough.
It's tough.
So, they just need a new coach. Caleb Williams is legit.
I still have my hesitations. I'm not gonna lie.
I
definitely
from a
know.
talent like
I see it. I do see the talent.
he needs someone to develop him. Needs. Is it Ben Johnson?
Yeah, he needs Ben Johnson.
He needs Ben Johnson.
He needs a great coach.
Yes,
because he's a little bit more talented than Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
And that's what when we started this channel, but when we started talking about Caleb Williams in this sense, in this NFL sense, I said he's a back of the top 10 guy at his peak, and that might sound crazy.
No, that's not, especially with the way the league is going. I mean, who's he going to be better than? Herbert?
I mean, how many years does Burrow have?
Burrow,
in his
Herbert,
prime?
Mahomes.
Burrow's the oldest guy out of that top 5. He has at least 7 more good years.
Bro, I keep thinking Lamar. I'm not going to lie. I was wrong about Lamar. I thought Lamar was going to be a Cam Newton situation where
No,
I'm saying that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to have 3. I could see Lamar having 4 more good years.
Yeah. Wait, right now?
Like 3 to 4 more good years.
Do you think that?
Yeah. From right now, 3 to 4 more good years.
I think more.
I don't know, bro.
I think more, bro. This dude has not showed any signs of this.
Nah, he hasn't showed any signs. It's just like,
see, my thing would be maybe the league really does learn this guy more because, like we say with the Chiefs,
it's not even that. At some point, his elite will be gone. Mahomes,
very true.
Burrow,
Yeah.
Herbert, their elite will never be. It's like,
but my thing is
like, I hate to bring other sports in, but it's like Westbrook and Curry. Curry's elite will not be gone. Westbrook's elite will go away.
That makes sense.
And it's like, I guess with Lamar being skinnier, and he's good at getting away and I guess staying healthy, so that will help him a little bit. He doesn't get banged up as much as a Cam Newton or even a Josh Allen getting banged up early in his career.
Yeah.
But I did not think it would last this long just going early. Just me being real with myself. I'm like, how long can Lamar really run around like this? And he had a couple injuries. I mean, so
yes.
So I don't. I
still think he's that good of a passer to where he can make it a very much like he. I mean, he's been playing for 5 years, bro.
Yeah.
He can make it for another
4.
I don't want to say 10, but I'm thinking like 7 years.
He could play for another 10. He could prime for another 4 or 5.
His prime is going to be this next couple of years. I agree, but I still think he's he's always going to be better than Caleb Williams when he's in the league. Is my point, and that's how we started the conversation. But yeah, Caleb Williams. Props to him. Obviously, I was hating on him a couple weeks ago, and he shut me up the game right after. Not really shut me up because I still have my opinion on him.
Right.
But props to him. Broncos and Raiders. Just cut to the chase right here. Do you think Bo Nix is the best rookie QB?
Yes.
You think he's the best rookie QB?
Yeah. He gets better every week.
So. I just think that's a bad take.
I think he would, and I think Jaden Daniels is a better talented. I think if Jaden Daniels was in Denver.
Well, that's my point though. Is who? Where would you if you redrafted these QBs after?
He would go second or third.
Bro, Bo Nix is still going fourth for me.
Who's second or third for you?
I'm taking Jaden Daniels first.
I know that.
I'm taking Drake May second. I'm taking Caleb Williams third. I'm taking Bo Nix fourth. And I absolutely love what Bo Nix has done.
Bo Nix. I'm not gonna lie. Bo Nix is gonna be a top 10 quarterback in this league.
No, he's not.
Nah, he is.
He's never gonna be a top 10.
Nah, he's going.
You gotta imagine how old he is right now with the best coach in football. He might get better weapons, so he might.
Nah, he will.
Play
he
to
doesn't
that level.
have a great.
He'll be.
He doesn't have. He has Sean Payton.
Okay, I'll give him Brock Purdy. Maximum Brock Purdy.
Nah, because he can run. He'll be better than Brock Purdy.
You think he'll be better than Brock Purdy?
Yeah.
See, now we're just throwing this shit around, bro.
No.
Yeah, Sean Payton is a great coach who Bo Nix's job isn't very hard.
Sean Payton's not going anywhere. That's my point,
bro. I understand that, but if you're
who is New England hiring? Do we trust Chicago?
Would you rather
hire?
Would you rather have Drake May in Denver than Bo Nix? Is my point. Look,
probably not.
Okay, well then we're just in disagreement because, bro, there's no reason.
But it's just Drake May though.
Like, so you would take Caleb?
I'd rather have Caleb. I'd rather have Jaden.
Okay, so okay. Well then I can see that, but I just think Drake May, and I would take Drake May over Caleb, like I just stated. Drake May has shown some crazy things with his arm.
I like this whole class, by the way. Before, like, it's not no hit to Drake May. Like, I really like.
It's about Nix.
I think Drake May is going to be really good. I just really like what I'm seeing from Bo Nix. Like, fiery guy. I don't know. It's just something.
I like the person. I like the quarterback that he is. I couldn't
really tell you, like, because watching the game, if we're just watching like film and highlights, I would take Bo Nix last.
Yeah,
but like, I just feel like it's almost like how I feel about Baker. Like, bro, I just get winner vibes. I just get like he's gonna win something in this league.
That's my thing. I get winner vibes from every single one of those guys, but one of them, who you guys probably know who that is,
Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb. But I don't know.
But I really get winner vibes from Bo Nix.
Yeah, that's what. If Bo Nix
with Sean Payton, I really get winner vibes. And Sean Payton does a really good job of making it easy for him, and that's making it really easy. And then he gets the Cortland Sutton deep ball going. If you could get T. Higgins on this team,
I think what's going to determine him. I need to see him second year how his athleticism holds up. That's really, and T. Higgins. I mean, they already have Cortland. They made Cortland Sutton a great receiver.
No, I know, but it's just Cortland Sutton.
I feel like T. Higgins could go to the Chargers, the Patriots, the Broncos, the Raiders. Bro, T. Higgins is going to get freaking paid this offseason.
And I think with the Ravens, I'm done. I don't think you should get receivers anymore.
I mean, I shouldn't have got Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, I think you low-key might need to just stop going with what everyone else in the league is doing. Like,
and just be you.
Just keep Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Shoot, sign another number one.
Yeah, we'll get to that one.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
But 49ers versus Packers. Obviously, Brock Purdy didn't play in this one, and it was 38-10.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you, like, what do you think about the Packers? Where do you think they're at in the NFC?
Probably I'm like fourth.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I think the
fourth,
NFC the NFC is a 2-horse race right now. There are two teams that look better than everybody else, and the only other team that I could put in the realm of possibility that can win are the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they're probably third now that I think about it. I mean,
they were my preseason pick to win.
Yeah. I think they were second. I had Lions. My Lions pick's looking really good right now.
Yeah.
Going to the Super Bowl?
Wait, did I pick the Packers to go?
Yeah, you did.
I did.
And Jordan Love MVP.
I think I chose Eagles conference championship too.
Yeah,
but I didn't choose the Lions. I think I chose Lions to get out first. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you didn't trust the Lions.
No, I didn't. I thought that loss was so egregious.
Yeah,
and that's why I'm scared that they won't.
And I think that's Dan Campbell. Like when it comes to culture, he might be the best coach in the league. If we're just talking about,
I think
culture.
Honestly, if they get to the Super Bowl, it's a win. They're in that. I think the only teams that are truly Super Bowl or bust.
But you know how that goes though, losing a Super Bowl though. Like for the next year though.
Yeah, I know, and they do probably need to win it.
Yeah,
but at least they moved in the right direction is what I'm saying, and they'll
go back from there.
They've never played in the Super Bowl as well.
But if they lose the Super Bowl, they'll go back from there.
You don't know that though.
Nah,
do you trust that?
Yeah, like that's almost with any team.
Yeah,
other than Mahomes.
Yeah,
like even if Lamar beats Mahomes, if Lamar loses in the Super Bowl, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, that was our chance.
Yeah, that's my point. Like I don't know if the Lions I don't know if the Lions will ever be back after this year.
Yeah, that's my point.
Because it feels like it's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah. Okay.
And with the way McCaffrey is probably not gonna be as good as he was ever again. Debo. I
don't know who will be good in the NFC. Honestly, there's just a lot to figure out. I feel like
we might have just all of a sudden
the Packers and Eagles.
The only thing I can think of is like, what if JJ McCarthy's really good?
Yeah, and I don't think that'll happen. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, and Michael Penix still hasn't played. That's crazy. There's 6 quarterbacks in this class that have came out, and only 4 of them have played. 2 of them haven't. I'm interested to see. I think Michael Penix is going to be a dog.
You say that. I was about to say the Falcons could be pretty. I'm not gonna lie. The Falcons, if they get a couple things right, could be really good.
I don't know if they have the coach yet. I'll be real, but we have to see.
Because they have defensive pieces.
Absolutely,
but
their DBs have.
He won't.
Horrible.
But if like Belichick were to go there,
that
defense.
Oh my gosh, their DBs are horrible right now though, and they are all pro names.
Yeah,
but Cardinals beat the Seahawks. Seahawks beat the Cardinals 16-6.
Both these teams is just like.
Who do you have winning this division? Who do you want to see win this division?
The Rams.
Okay, me too.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna say the Rams are gonna win.
About quarterback, like
I'm gonna say the Rams are gonna win because I just think they should. But
yeah,
this division really is like middle of the pack. Like they're just middle of the pack. Like that's all they are. It's
not a trash team.
No.
Just mid.
But Green Bay is probably gonna get that. I would assume they would get that 5 seed.
Yeah.
If they play that 4 seed, that is the NFC West. Green Bay is going to win a playoff game is basically what I'm trying to get off my chest. And then if the Vikings play, I don't know how good the Vikings are, honestly.
I
am yet to.
They're sneaking by with some.
They are. That's a team that when you say sneaking by, I agree with it. I don't like it when you use it with the Chiefs because the Chiefs are doing it skillfully. They're not getting everybody's best shot. And the Vikings are a team that's supposed to be sneaking up on teams, and they're getting snuck up on. So
yeah,
I don't know about the Vikings at this point of time. And then two more games. Eagles and Rams.
Saquon Barkley.
MVP right now.
And it's better numbers so far, on pace better than Adrian Peterson's MVP season.
Yeah.
And it's looking in his favor when you go by quarterback numbers. One thing that could turn it is if Lamar just beats.
And Lamar's stats are ridiculous. He's still like very much.
If Lamar beats the Eagles this week,
yeah,
I think it just flips.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, it's Lamar.
Absolutely.
But if the Eagles win this week, I would
bet the house on Saquon.
Yeah, I think.
His moments this year just he has the moments down
because the quarterbacks with great numbers have bad records. Burrow, Lamar would have a bad record. He would 7-5.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson really doesn't. He has statement wins, but.
Yeah, you beat the Bills. You smack the Bills.
You smack the Bills.
But if you can beat the Bills.
And there's some voter fatigue there too.
If you can beat the Bills, the Chargers is a good win.
Yeah.
And the Eagles.
Yeah.
Those are three really
Absolutely.
Those are three really, really good
and
wins.
then Josh Allen is obviously still in the mix too, but I don't really have him as high. I don't
that's
think
really
you do
because
either.
he has no receivers.
Yeah. He beat the Chiefs and his stock went way up all of a sudden. I'm like, damn. Just give it to him, I guess.
Yeah.
But last game of the week, and then we're gonna get into these predictions. The predictions will be fast. Ravens versus Chargers.
Yeah. I don't really want to get on the Ravens because I know what the Ravens are. The Chargers are a really good football team.
Yeah, and
a very well coached football team. Yeah. And Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh is the perfect match.
Absolutely. I think the Ravens are who they are.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people gave them credit defensively last night. I don't think they deserved it. This was a 23-16 football game after Lamar scored a great touchdown. He was making some great end zone throws yesterday.
Yeah.
And then the Chargers are driving, and Quentin Johnson essentially loses them the game on 3rd down and 6 on an open drag route where he's at least taking that ball at least 40 more yards.
Yeah.
So, like you said, this is a match made in heaven for the Chargers. And once they get receiver right, T. Higgins, go pay T. Higgins the most money he could possibly be paid from your organization. You're going to be a great football team, I promise you. If you can go get T. Higgins, you are a Super Bowl threat as of next year. The quarterback is there. Justin Herbert is amazing this year.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I don't even want to, he's amazing.
It's the perfect head coach match.
Absolutely.
It's the best match.
All right. We're going to get into predictions now. I am currently down 8. Sorry, haven't been keeping you guys
What, you
updated.
lost by 1?
I lost by 1 this past week, yeah.
7-8, okay.
Yeah. Oh, you had to add that up. You just checking my... All right.
I'm weak.
Chicago versus Detroit. I do have Detroit in this one.
Yeah. Like I just said they were the best team in the league.
I hope this is a good game.
I don't think it will be.
It's a divisional, so there's a possibility.
You got a better coach. You got a better quarterback. You got I don't know.
I would bet it's under 10, which is the spread.
It would be because of the Bears' defense then.
The Bears' defense hasn't looked too great.
Yeah, but you got a top 5 corner, could maybe shut down on a run, and you just focus on the run. I don't know.
Giants at Cowboys.
Cowboys.
They're gonna go with the Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I don't know why I said it like that.
Yeah, the Giants. Yeah.
They're quarterbackless, and
neither team has convinced me that they can win this game either, though.
Nah. And the Cowboys, I'm glad you guys will be hurting your stock this weekend.
Yeah.
Dolphins at Packers. I love this game.
Yeah,
even though I don't believe in the Dolphins as much as the Packers, I do think this is going to be a great game. This is going to be great football.
Who do I got?
I'm going with Green Bay on this one though.
Yeah, I mean,
statement win. I think Jordan Love needs this one.
Does this put the Dolphins out?
No, I don't think we'll put them out of it. I mean,
you gotta win out after that though.
The Bengals aren't even out of it, huh?
The Bengals. All right. Yeah, I mean, I got the Packers. Even though they didn't have Brock Purdy, you know how good those skill positions are. You just smacked up on the 49ers. That's a really good win. But if you win this one, especially very convincingly, we can start talking about for sure that third team in the NFC for sure, like stamped.
The one thing that can't happen is Jordan Love give this game away.
Yeah, and like throw multiple interceptions.
I don't want to see that. And if the Dolphins,
especially early,
if the Dolphins win this game, actually too, I think there's a lot on the line. If the Dolphins win this game, I'm thinking about the Dolphins in a completely different way as well.
Yeah,
if they can go to Green Bay in the cold weather.
That would be the best win on Tua's.
That's the best win Tua has ever had in his career. Yeah. If he wins this Thursday on Thanksgiving, he has a great opportunity. Pressure is a privilege. I hope he does well because I do want to root on the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Raiders
Chiefs
versus Chiefs. Yeah, Chiefs. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm glad you made that one short.
Yeah.
Colts at Patriots. Indy is favored by 2.5 in this one. This is one of the games of all time.
Yeah, I'm going Colts for no reason.
I'm gonna go.
Like literally no reason. I have the Colts.
How much did they lose by? I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna just try to change some stuff up, I guess. They're at home. That's all I got. Steelers at Bengals. I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bengals.
And
I'm going
against all of my logic, and I really don't even think the Bengals are gonna win because this is the type. I mean, I've bet on them in every single type of game they've played in this year, just like this, and they've lost.
Trust me.
They have
the Bengals.
I've been saying
no. Trust me.
I've been
not
saying
yourself.
No.
Trust me. The Bengals are winning this game.
I've been saying trust me since week 1 of the season, and it hasn't been going my way. And I'm saying trust me again.
But trust me.
I'm trusting yourself. I'm trusting myself too. I'm picking the Bengals.
The Bengals gonna win this.
They better win because if they don't, their season is mathematically
one thing
over.
we know, Joe Burrow gonna put up numbers.
Yeah. So hopefully I don't know if the Steelers will be able to score with him. Hey, and
because Joe Burrow has a loss, and like Lamar put up like 40 something with him. Like I can't lie, the Bengals do have some losses where it's like, bro, that's like it's crazy that they lost that game.
That's what I'm saying. It's their defense.
Like you're not dumb for betting on them, is what I'm saying. They didn't get smacked in any of these games.
I mean, against the Chargers, that first half defensively was one of the worst halves I've ever seen defensively in my life.
That's the one loss I would say was like, all right, like that's bad. But like,
I would say they had worse losses than that.
I'm saying there was closer ones. Like, I mean, it ended up close because of Joe Burrow. But like,
that's my point. I'm saying defensively, as a team, it sucks that they've lost so many. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Chargers at Falcons. I'm going with the Falcons on this one.
There we go.
And
back-to-back losses for the Chargers. Okay.
I don't think the Chargers are worse than the Falcons. I think the Chargers are off a short week. I think the Falcons are at home off a bye. I think the Falcons are in
I don't trust bad coaches off a bye.
You think it can get worse? Are you that type of? I don't know if he's a bad coach though.
I don't.
But I don't. Yeah. I have, like I said, I have no evidence of him being good. But he's 6. They're 6-5. They're in complete desperation mode in Atlanta. I feel like the energy will be high. Kirk Cousins getting a little bit more healthy, his old ass. So I'm gonna take the Falcons in this one.
Okay.
So what do we have? 2 different right now.
I just don't think Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert. I don't like. It's almost. I don't know. I don't know about them losing 2 games in a row.
I don't know, but I hope so because I will be down.
Jets, Seahawks.
Jets, Seahawks. Seattle's favored by 2.
Oh, this is a game of all time as well.
Jets are off of a bye. I feel like this is the exact type of game Seattle would lose, so I'm gonna go with the Jets in this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets.
I don't think the Jets are a good football team. I think they won't win a lot of more games this season.
Yeah,
but like I said, I feel like Seattle is. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is gonna have like that game where he looks top 10. The only game this year he'll look top 10.
Yeah,
and who do you have in this one?
Yeah, Jets.
Oh man, you're trying to be different.
Nah, I mean. The Seahawks I don't know. Bro.
All right.
Neither team is really like the
Seahawks definitely don't.
I couldn't really give you a reason for either team winning.
No. Texans at Jags. Houston's favored by 5. Houston, if you don't win this one, bro,
Houston.
I'm gonna lose it.
I got Houston.
I'm gonna take Houston.
Win this game, man.
Cardinals at Vikings. I think this one is extremely interesting. Minnesota is favored by 3.5. Who do you have in this one? I'm taking Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Minnesota, but once again, I don't think it'll be convincingly.
I don't either, but I think their defense is going to frustrate Kyler.
Yeah.
I'm lower on Kyler than most people as well. I think his inability to literally see over the line hurts him tremendously as a pocket passer. He's accurate in his athleticism. He gets to like a top half quarterback just off of those two traits. But yeah, I don't like Kyler in big games.
Yeah.
Titans at Commanders. Washington is favored by 5.5.
Give me the Commanders. I don't trust the Titans to win 2 weeks in a row.
I don't trust the Commanders to lose 4 games in a row after this hot start.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the Commanders as well.
Yeah.
I do think this will be interesting. They're gonna make this interesting. Tennessee.
I think
will.
5.5 is a good line.
Yeah, perfect line. Buccaneers at Panthers. Tampa Bay is favored by 6 in this one.
Give me the Bucks because they're competing for.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree, but I think this is gonna be a field goal.
Yeah,
I think 6 of a line is way too high. Like I said, the Panthers are playing great football in division. I am tempted to pick the Panthers. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I think the Bucks are playing for too much, and Baker's playing great football. Mike Evans is back. Yeah, give me the Bucks.
Pick the Panthers.
Nah, it's all good. All good. We're gonna keep this. We got a couple of weeks. 13, 14, 15, 16. We got 6 more weeks. I just got to win by 1 this week. I'm not really pressing. Rams at Saints. Rams are favored by 2.5. I'm gonna go with the Rams in this one. Desperation. I don't know how the Saints got to 4-7. It's impressive that they've won these last 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Congrats to y'all. Eagles at Ravens.
Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
Tell me why, because we got to elaborate on this one.
We have a better running back. I mean that. Not having a better season.
Oh, my gosh.
But we have a better running back. We have a better quarterback.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You know.
I don't know.
You know better. Jalen Hurts is not capable of winning an MVP.
Doesn't matter.
Your running back is considered an MVP. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. It's because our running back is better than y'all running back.
No.
All right.
Definitely better.
And our quarterback also has been considered an MVP candidate at one point before he got injured.
Candidate.
Yeah,
he can get on the list.
And
we can.
You just said he couldn't win an MVP though.
No, he won't win it.
He was on that list until week 15.
It's like Paul George that year with OKC. Like he's not gonna win it.
Don't compare Jalen Hurts to Paul George. Those are two different. They have 2 different problems.
Different auras.
Yeah, let's stop that.
But yeah, I got the Ravens. Perfect line for me. -3.
It should be the other way.
It could be either way. Yeah. Perfect line though, 3 either way, plus or minus for either team. Yeah, I mean, you know how I feel about once again when it comes to teams that I think are like this. And I think the Eagles are a little bit better team.
Don't say better quarterback.
I'm saying they have a better quarterback.
And you can say they have a better quarterback, but in this game that logic does not apply because what I know about Lamar Jackson and what I know about Jalen Hurts is that Jalen Hurts steps up to those big-time moments and beats those big-time quarterbacks, and Lamar Jackson steps down.
And that's just not true if he's not playing Mahomes.
Okay. He's playing Jalen Hurts this week.
He's played better quarterbacks and beat in big games and beat them.
I don't want to hear Josh Allen.
Why not?
Because Josh Allen had no receivers at that point in the season.
All right, what about his whole career? Not just this year. Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow? I don't want to hear Joe Burrow.
Why not?
Joe Burrow outplayed him both games.
He's your favorite quarterback.
Joe Burrow outplayed him both games.
I'm talking about his whole career. He's what?
Joe Burrow's better than his whole career?
He's like 1-8 against Lamar.
I don't know if Joe Burrow has ever played bad. Why are we talking about? Look, my point is,
he's better.
Saquon is a better running back. He is a better running back because when you can catch out the backfield, you become an every down back.
Right, he's better.
Derrick Henry can't do that.
He can't.
Saquon Barkley behind this offensive line he's just better. He has a way higher explosive play hit rate than Derrick Henry does. He's breaking all like this dude looks crazy. These opportunities that he's been being given by this offensive line. I mean, just watch the tape. Saquon is a better running back. Forget about legacy. I'm talking about this year. If you're telling me Derrick Henry is a better running back than Saquon Barkley, you're not watching football. I'm sorry, bro.
He's definitely more versatile.
Yeah, he's literally better at his job. If you put Saquon behind the Ravens offensive line, he's a better running back. 100%. I don't even want to hear Saquon. This guy is too special as a runner as far as his top end speed.
Kyrie comparison.
Huh?
I love your Kyrie comparison.
He's Kyrie Irving to I guess Derrick Henry's Curry. And that's fine because Derrick Henry has had that sustained dominance at the running back position for a while.
Shaq, bro.
That's fine too. I like that comparison. I like that comparison a lot more.
Yeah.
And Shaq is better than Kyrie, but that doesn't apply in this situation. that doesn't apply in this situation.
Because,
like I said,
why? Because Celtic Shaq isn't better than Cavs Kyrie.
Like I said, Jalen Hurts steps up in these big time moments, and I thought y'all had some times against the Chargers where y'all could have been got Quentin Johnston. You could have got him. We have AJ Brown, Smitty, Goddard that can take advantage of those things.
I will say, if y'all win this game, I put y'all over the lines for me.
Does it? I appreciate that. I'm gonna need y'all all to remember that he said that. That means a lot. So that means they're a top 2 team.
Because Jalen Hurts beat a quarterback that was better. He wasn't better.
He's done that many times before. He beat Josh Allen last year. He beat Mahomes last year.
You just told me I couldn't say Josh Allen for Lamar.
Josh Allen had a better team last year.
All right, bro.
At that point, no, wait. Let me correct that. At that point in the season, he had a better team than the early point of the season.
Whether Josh Allen
this
has
year.
a good team or bad team, like we dogged them. It wasn't like we just beat them. Like it's impressive. Like that's impressive. Just
it
dogging
impressive.
a Josh Allen is impressive. You don't really see that too often.
I think.
Have we seen that?
No, I think that was just a bad night for Buffalo. I'm not gonna lie. I don't give y'all credit for that win. I just don't. Like, all
right, sweeping Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I don't give y'all credit for that.
Oh my goodness!
And by credit, I mean that doesn't move me as a football fan because I already know what y'all are. I know what's gonna happen. I know exactly what's gonna happen. I know in the NFC Championship.
Let me put
at
it
the
to
end
you
of
like
January, you're gonna be, oh man. Why didn't we give the ball to Derrick Henry more?
But it's a regular season game.
Oh, I mean, I ain't worried about that though. See, regular season or not, I'm gonna still go who I think will win in a playoff game because these are big time moments and big time players come to play in big time moments. Jalen Hurts is that guy. Lamar Jackson is not.
We will see.
That's all I got to say.
We will see. This Sunday.
We will absolutely see.
I promise we will see. And please tell me this is a night game.
No, it's 4:25. It's not bad. I like the timing of that.
No, I don't.
Okay.
We got to start putting these like.
They had 49ers and Bills night game, and if Brock Purdy was playing, that would be extremely reasonable.
I guess.
But Buffalo's favored in 7. I'm gonna take Buffalo in that game.
Yeah, I'm taking Buffalo as well. Is Brock Purdy? Yeah, he's not playing.
I don't think he's playing.
Yeah, give me the Bills.
Either way, though.
I mean, no, but like this is an obvious now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're favored by 7.
Yeah, and then give me the Broncos against the Browns.
I'm gonna take the Broncos as well. Thought you were gonna have me on that one, but yeah, Denver's playing way too well. Cleveland's coming off a win that they shouldn't have had, so I'm gonna go with Denver in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm excited.
I'm
excited.
Let me see how many differences we have. We have how many differences? 2?
Just 2.
Nah, we got another one.
3?
I think it's 3.
Nah, it's just 2, brother. It's
Patriots, Colts, 3. That's 3.
Nah, it's Falcons.
Patriots, Colts, and then the Eagles game.
Oh, yes.
3.
That is 3.
So I will be up 11.
We got a lot on
I will
the line.
be up 11.
All right, we'll
by
see.
the end of this week.
We'll see.
Probably.
I need Patriots, Falcons, and Eagles come through.
Buddy's betting on the Patriots.
Yeah. Drake May, baby. You gonna see. You gonna see this week. Who's the best rookie quarterback?
The best?
I'm not gonna lie. In my heart of hearts, I would take Drake May number 1. I believe that much. I may get proven wrong, but I do want to state that right now.
Please give him a coach.
I want to be the most authentic version of myself. I think Drake May is the best quarterback in this draft.
Ben Johnson.
Hey, we never know. Hey, the Patriots. Oh well. Nah, they're gonna give Gerard Mayo another shot. I don't think Ben Johnson is leaving Detroit.
Nah, I don't either.
I don't think the job.
It's gonna be like Eric Bieniemy, but like he's actually gonna get the job, but it's gonna be a good job.
But I don't think there are any good jobs available.
Yeah, so he's gonna wait until there's an amazing job.
Absolutely. I hope Shedeur goes to New York.
Like
as a football fan, because
he needs to go with Shedeur or something like that.
Yeah. Wait. What?
Like Ben Johnson.
Oh yeah. Like, that's where he needs to go. Yeah.
Or Oakland.
Oakland is definitely a football team.
Yeah. Well, all
right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I know this was a longer video. We'll maybe drop different parts of this video. We're gonna try something different out. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and
go
peace
Ravens.
out.